Adam was a police officer in a violent neighborhood of Portland who was polite and diligent in his profession. Despite the numerous obstacles he had to overcome, one day he came upon an abandoned infant in a garbage and made the decision to risk everything to save it. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. The now retired police officer got the most touching and surprising phone call 25 years later. Adam's dream job has been to be a police officer since he was a little child. He was drawn to the profession not because of the firearms or the adrenaline rush, but rather because of the officer's authority and stylish attire. What truly drew him to the profession was the chance to assist others. When Adam grew older, he hoped to be able to improve and positively impact someone's life. He put in a lot of effort, and in spite of living in a difficult area of Portland, Oregon, he exceeded all expectations by going on to pursue police officer training. Adam never wavered in his dedication to the field and his belief that it was the correct choice for him, and finally he graduated and became a licensed police officer. This was the moment when he could don the uniform of his childhood dreams. The little child would be ecstatic if he could meet his younger self right now. Adam would now patrol Portland streets where there was a high rate of drug-related crime. He spent time dealing with some of the most dangerous and ruthless criminals the streets had to offer, and he became skilled at detecting various types of contraband. Nevertheless, Adam liked to listen to everyone's experiences and make an effort to grasp their points of view, treating everyone with the same respect. Even the people he detained received just treatment and the greatest amount of sympathy. This did not preclude Adam from enacting laws when necessary. He had to tackle suspects who were running away more than once, and he even got into a firefight once or twice. Fortunately, Adam escaped unharmed, but he quickly established a solid reputation as a fair and aggressive police officer, one that the public appeared to admire. However, the day that would transform the police officer's life began just like any other. After getting into his police cruiser, Adam headed from the station to the big neighborhood he watched. He drove gently through the streets, waving to everyone he knew. A few of his previous arrests acknowledged him with a nod, recalling how equitably he handled them throughout their apprehension. But something caught his attention as he was traveling along a particularly peaceful street: an odd noise. Though Adam couldn't exactly identify it, it attracted his interest enough for him to park the car, get out, and attempt to investigate on foot. With his hand on his revolver, he listened as he moved silently and carefully along the alleys. Even though he was well respected, this did not prevent someone from jumping on and attacking him. His research eventually brought him to a part of the street where opposing gangs frequently utilized for fighting and was frequently frequented by drug sellers. If he wanted to be safe here, he would need to remain shrewd. However, the sound of a group of individuals shouting and yelling could be clearly heard. Adam screamed, inquiring as to what was wrong. A sobbing woman approached and gestured toward the trash can. At first, Adam assumed he would find a dead body, likely that of a drug shot victim. However, as he approached and looked inside the bin, he was shocked to see a helpless tiny infant. It was lying on some old, rancid garbage bags, frail and sickly, but still whimpering. Adam saw that this was his opportunity to truly change things, so he picked up the infant and covered it in a shirt that one of the men around offered to him. He questioned how someone could leave a newborn in such terrible and brutal circumstances. Though he had heard of infants left in dumpsters like this, he had never heard of newborns abandoned in fire and police stations. However, Adam quickly saw that the baby was not breathing as deeply as quickly as it should have, so he dialed 911 to save the helpless little abandoned child. Tightly cradling the infant, he ensured its safety and warmth until the ambulance came. Adam got into the back when it got to the scene because he wanted to make sure the youngster was safe and okay. Adam felt a sort of duty to look out for him because he had no one else in this world. When a nurse inquired about the child's name, Adam chose to name him Gabriel after the angel because there was none. Though he wasn't very religious, the boy shared the angel's seeming purity and good fortune. Luckily, it didn't appear like Gabriel had become ill or hurt. All he needed was food and some warmth, which the hospital's medical staff gave him. Adam spent hours upon hours at his side. The policeman made it a point to visit Gabriel every day, spending at least an hour cuddling and tending to the abandoned infant. Even though eventually he had to return home and resume his duties, Gabriel was, nonetheless, old enough to be adopted eventually. Soon after, the adorable young kid was selected by Mary and James, a young, devoted couple. Gabriel's story broke their hearts, and they thanked Adam for saving the youngster. They chose to retain the name in the officer's honor since they both cherished it. Adam was ecstatic that the infant had found a new home with loving parents who would provide for him. However, he was also quite saddened by the thought that he would no longer be able to see Gabriel. It had been 25 long years since Adam had found Gabriel in the trash. Though he immersed himself in the work to keep himself occupied and diverted, he would frequently worry what had become of the youngster. After advancing through the ranks of the police, he left the position to work in social care, where Adam felt he could truly make an impact. After a lengthy and fulfilling career in the system, he helped guide hikers and visitors as a part-time ranger in the forests after retiring with a well-earned pension. One day after arriving home, Adam settled in front of the television to decompress, but suddenly the phone in his pocket began to ring. Taking it out, he examined the screen. It showed a number he didn't recognize. Nevertheless, he replied with a kind greeting. He froze at the words he heard, even if the voice on the other end sounded pleasant as well. The deep voice of a guy asked just, "Hello, am I speaking with Officer Adam? Gabriel is this person." Adam experienced a surge of recollections and felt tears well up in his eyes. Adam acknowledged that it was, despite the fact that he had not been a police officer for a while. Gabriel was phoning to express gratitude for saving him 25 years ago, according to the voice on the other end of the line. Fearing that Adam wouldn't even remember him, Gabriel had been eager to call, but his concerns were unwarranted. The two had a drawn-out, tearful chat. Gabriel gave the explanation that he had located his biological mother a few years prior. She had resided in Portland, approximately 20 minutes away from his house. When Gabriel questioned her about why she had left him behind, she explained that her violent spouse had forced her to put the kid in a trash by threatening to murder her if she didn't get rid of it. Though she had quickly come to regret what she had done, the kid had already been abducted when she went back to save him. Gabriel said that Marion and James, his adoptive parents, had always told him about the policeman who had saved them. Gabriel had so always desired to work as a police officer once he got older. Only a few weeks had passed since his police academy graduation, and he wanted to give Adam a call to express his gratitude for saving his life and motivating him to become a police officer. Adam shed tears of pride and happiness. He had not only made a significant impact on someone's life, but he had also assisted a baby in need. At last, his actions had fulfilled his childhood fantasy just as he had always imagined. What were your thoughts on this incredible tale? Should you come upon an abandoned infant, how would you respond? Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.